Boker Tov, everyone. We are continuing in Megilat Ruth, Perek Bet, Pasuk Yud, and we are here talking that Boaz tells Ruth, he finally talks to her, and he says to her to not go to any other field and just take from here, and don't go anywhere else, not to any of my other fields as well. Stay here, and I'm going to take care of you. And he also says, and go with the Narotai, with the ladies, like the ladies section, and the girls here are going to take care of you. And if you're thirsty, don't worry. And now Ruth talks back to Boaz. Vatipol al panea, she falls on her face. Vatishtachu arts, and she bows down by all the way down to the earth, being a sign of like kavod to Boaz. Vatomer elav, and she tells him, Madua matzati chen be'enecha lehakireni. Why did you find pleasure in your eyes? Chen, or not pleasure, rather grace, favor in your eyes. Lehakireni, to get to know me. V'anochi nochriya, I'm a stranger. So first off, the midrash over here says the word lehakireni, to know me, is extra, because the pasuk could have said madua matzati chen be'enecha v'anochi nochriya. What's the hakireni? To know me. So here Ruth got to the level of nevuah, not knowing it. She said this word that hakireni means to know me, and in other parts of Tanakh, hakireni is like marrying. So she had a nevuah that they're going to get married. She already had that nevuah. And she says, "V'anochi nochriya," and I'm a stranger. So Boaz answers back. Vayan Boaz answers. Vayomer la, and he tells her, Huged hugadli, it was told to me, Kol asher asit et chamotech, everything that you've done with your mother-in-law, acharei mot ishech, after the passing of your husband, Vata'azvi avi ve'imech, you left your father and your mother. The Midrash says you left Avodah Zarah as well. The Eretz Molatech, and the land that you were born in. Vatilchi el am asher lo yadatem mol shel Hashem, and you've left and you came to a nation that you did not know from yesterday, from 3 days ago. You didn't know them. So that's the dialogue right here. That she says, "Why? Who am I? I'm a stranger. You found such grace in me. Stay here, and you're a poor lady. I want to take care of you." And and then he answers, "I heard all the greatness of what you've done." So the Gaon of Vilna over here explains the following. He says that number one is, if let's say you know somebody on a very small level, but you know that person, and let's say you're in a place where everybody's strangers, but there's this guy that you know a little bit. So that little bit is enough that you could go over to him and drum up a conversation. Say you're waiting in line for something, whatever it is. Oh, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. How's it going? Even if you guys haven't spoken in years, but you know the guy a little bit. But someone that you don't know at all, he's just a stranger to you. Even maybe, he says the Gaon, if you've seen him before, you've seen each other, but never ever spoke to each other, then really, everyone will kind of naturally mind their own business. So she's saying, like, you don't even know me. I'm a stranger. You've never seen me before. Like, why are you all of a sudden not only, welcoming me, but like giving me and telling me that, stay here and eat here and don't worry, etc. Another explanation is from the pasuk. She's confused. Why? Because at first he tells her something that, to tell a woman, stay here, don't go anywhere else. She gets excited. She's like, wow, maybe this guy wants me. This guy wants to marry me. And also, if you remember, the Gaon said that when Boaz said to her in the last pasuk, Halosh shamat, didn't you hear? Didn't you hear what? When the Nar, the guy that was the head of the Kotzerim, told Boaz, this is a girl, maybe you can marry her because Boaz's wife died. And then Boaz says, didn't you hear what he said? And so Boaz started by saying, hey, maybe, stay here. So she gets excited. And then Boaz throws a wrench and says, maybe stay here. And then he says, go to my na'arot. Stick with my na'arot. Stick with the girls over here. So she's confused. Like, did he want me or stick to the na'arot? So the Gaon explains this confusion. So to that, Boaz answers the following. Huged, hugadli. It was told to me. Why does it say it twice? Huged, hugad. Just hugadli was told to me. Two things were told to him. Number one, he says as follows. He says that it was told to me, you're great ma'asim. You're such a great tsanua, and you're so great. And on that side, that's why I want to come towards you and maybe marry you, etc. But it was also told to me that you're a nochriya, that you're a Moavi. And at that time, this was a big debate and this now theme is going to be entered into the story, is we know the Torah says Moavi and Ammoni cannot come into Bnei Israel. So what it means is that they could convert, but can't marry into Israel. They have a status as a ger Moavi. We've done this in the Masechet Yevamot. So they have a status of ger Moavi, and they can marry another ger Moavi, but they can't marry a Yisrael. In Bnei Israel, we're all Bnei Israel, but there's different categories. We have to look at it.
Yeah.
So as follows. So like this. Ammoni v'Moavi. Now the Chachamim at this time there was a big debate. Is it Ammoni men and Moavi men that cannot marry, and also women, or no? Ammoni v'Moavi, Moavi v'lo Moavia, Ammoni v'lo Ammonit. So a lady that converts could marry into Israel right away. That was the debate. So Boaz says, on the one hand, you're great, you're tzanua, you're masim tovim. On the other hand, the halacha is not yet clear that I can marry you. If you get a Moaviyah that converts, you've converted. Look, she was already a convert at the time. But can a Yisrael marry a Moaviyah, or does she have to wait to marry a ger Moavi man that also converts? So therefore, he's stuck in this, and this is going to be the theme that we're going to see that it was even all the way till David HaMelech's time, where there was people saying he's illegitimate because he came from her, and really halacha wasn't like it. It traveled until that time, and Shmuel HaNavi says no, this is the halacha, and no one argued from that point and onward. But it was a very big debate, and that's why he says I'm besafek right now. So I told you all these things, but I also put you on the side of the ladies. So stick around, and to be continued. We'll get to that point, Be'ezrat Hashem. So we're going to continue tomorrow with the continuation of what else Boaz told her. That'll be, the conversation is not over yet, and that'll be tomorrow, Be'ezrat Hashem. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen, Chazak u'Baruch, and have a great day, everyone.